up, everybody? It's Kavya here to bring you some more sports updates. You're watching this on Yo Charlie Depp, you know what to do. Follow us on all our social media platforms on Yo Charlie Official. African countries, what are you doing to us? African countries at the World Cup, what are you doing to us? I had to watch Ivory Coast lose in the 86th minutes. I had to sit down and watch DR Congo fumble as well in the dying minutes of their game. Then almighty Senegal played all the good football. First half was solid, second half was solid. And then in the dying minutes of the game, these guys forgot how to play football. These guys forgot how to defend. And they came for Ghana for defending against England as if it's not part of the game. All they had to do was lock in. They considered the first goal, and I was like, it's okay. They are still leading. It's still 2-1. They're definitely going to win this. Just for these guys to concede in like the I can't even imagine how Senegalese were feeling yesterday because I was so disappointed. Like even me, that's another the whole of Africa was just disappointed. Like, why? Why is African football like this? Why do we keep seeing this happening? I had to see the Ivory Coast, and Ivory Coast too played. I mean, they had individual stars come in to change the game in Amad Diallo, which I kind of felt should have probably started the game. And still, they didn't manage to get something from that game, and they were kicked out. DR Congo too came. They scored an early goal, and all they had to do was lock in. You had managed to go to halftime. You played a solid game. I think the thing that African countries forgets is that sometimes you can't go ban for ban with these European teams. If you manage to get a goal, you have to hold on tight. Clinch to that goal. Like defend it with your life. But they don't understand. And I don't know where they just give these European teams so much respect. Meanwhile, these same African players play with these similar European players out there. Some of them play with these big European names. And I don't know why they give these European teams so much respect and then they just fumble it in the dying minute of the like it's almost over. And then fine, Senegal. It's 2-2. You've played extra time, the first half of the extra time. It's still 2-2. You've gone into the second half of the extra time. It is still 2-2. And then in the last minutes of the second half of the extra time, you could see the penalty. Like, ish, 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 Ghana. Black Stars, if you don't know if you don't know what is good for you, you either come and lose that Colombia game in like the first half so that we know that it's over. So we'll all just get up on our seats and go and sleep. Don't give us false hope. Please, don't give us false hope. Anyways, after deploying, this game with Senegal, there's just been so much disappointment on the timeline. And the players themselves are disappointed. And Pep Gueye has come out to express his disappointments in how things turned up in this game. And in an interview he said, I will come back and say a few words about the elimination, but I am announcing today that as long as this coaching staff is in place, I am taking a break from the national team. And with a statement like this, you start looking and you're like, hey, maybe there's something going on in the background. Maybe there are things going on like in the staff that we're not seeing. The coaching staff, something is not right. Maybe players are not happy in like things are going on in the background because it doesn't make sense. They had that game in their hands. Literally, they were almost there, and then it slipped. And you can't even blame Belgium for taking advantage of them because you've opened yourself wide for them to score you once. Open the game for them to score you again. And then I can't even like I was so disappointed. It's so disappointing. And I don't know why African teams keep doing this. It's just it just makes the fact that they come up and say that we African teams are not like we're not feared because we can easily spend like 90 minutes leading a game and still fumble it in added time. That's how bad it is. We don't have the confidence to like see games through. And it's so annoying because see African teams like Morocco and they've improved on their game and they have that mentality. Like if you sit down and watch Morocco play, you just know they're not a team that's going to be leading 2-0 almost at the finish line and concede. It's just not something that's would easily happen to Morocco because of how they built themselves and the confidence the team has. So I'm like, the rest of the African nations, why? Why are we not working to build our football teams like the mindset that Morocco has put in their players? It's devastating. And then they were coming for Ghana for our defies. Defense is usually part of the game. It's a big part of the game. All you have to do is lock in. As far as they give you the goals, you lock in and see the game through, and now you're out. Now we had 9 African teams going into this round of 32, and we've lost 4. Tell me, we've lost South Africa, we've lost Ivory Coast, we've lost Senegal, we've lost DR Congo. Why? And DR Congo and Senegal all in one day. Like African football, honestly. Something needs to be done. Something needs to change. There needs to be some sort of agency when we play. We need to play like we can go band for band with them. I know sometimes too, we have to know that the tactics you can't play band for band with these European teams because of their quality. So sometimes your defense has to be solid. And speaking about it just stresses me out. Anyways, let me know your thoughts on Senegal's game, the African teams, their performance in the round of 32, because it's not impressive at all. Coming from such a positive group stage for all the African teams, except Tunisia, the confidence going into the round of 32, you wouldn't have expected this kind of performances from these teams. And they're playing the ball and then fumbling in the last minutes. It's just not something, it's just not nice to see. And hopefully Ghana locks in against Colombia, but that one is going to be hard. Hey! I sit down and think about that game in my heart, my chest. Ghana, please don't even try it with us. So don't try it. If you are losing, lose. If you are winning to win. If you are drawing the game to your good penalties, draw your good penalties. Don't play with our feelings. Honestly. But what are your thoughts? Let me know. My name is Kelvia. This is Sports Updates. Follow us on all our social media platforms on New Charley Official. See you in the next one.